What's going on, guys and girls? It is Mr. or Michael, and I am here with another video. In today's video, I wanted to follow up that video that I did a few months ago titled Why I Quit Dead by Daylight, and I want to give y'all my updated feelings about the game. But before we get into this, if you would leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe, it would be a huge help. I'm really trying to do this thing full time, so every bit of support is very welcome and appreciated. I'm almost to 400 hours of watch time, so if y'all can share with your friends, go watch some of my other longer videos. Ghost of Tsushima keeps coming out, so you know. Before my video of why I quit Dead by Daylight, I think my main reason was because of Survive with Friends and the way that the game was set up and unbalanced. I believe that the game is always going to be unbalanced in a way because it's like impossible to please both sides, and I think Behavior would catch a lot of flack for trying to change it so much into the killer's favor. And then I really had to think about it also. The main problem was Survive with Friends, not the actual like solo people who jump in and have a game by themselves. And if they were to slow gen speeds down by a lot to counter gen rushing from like a whole team, it would really hurt the solo players and it would leave them an unfair advantage. So I think I'll backtrack on that, and I'll say that I don't think that the game, when it comes to like solo players, is that bad. But when you start getting into Survive with Friends, that's when the game really starts to get really rough for you. Now in the background in the gameplay, I think that's a solo squad. They didn't really do much, and those games do pop up here and there, but a lot of the times of course you get Survive with Friends. By the way, I'm ranked 2, so y'all can't talk shit about me no more being bad, haha. Now honestly, after making that video, I just think I needed a breather from the game, a long breather, because I was so frustrated. I hated the game at one point. I said I was gonna never come back to it. I was very frustrated with it, and then you know, somebody had to pull me back into it, and I got back into it. So you know, I've really been enjoying it lately. Besides the raging, I have been getting my fair share of Survive with Friends, but I have been able to counter them a lot better, unless they're like just a god squad, because I have been running into some where there's like all 4 of them are just expert loopers, and the only way I can really get them is if I slug and play lame, but then you get flack for that. So you know, it's really tough, but I've been able to cope with it better. But the game toxicity is still there. You still have the entitled survivors. That's really rough. People accusing you of camping or tunneling them when you down them, and then they run into your face expecting you not to kill them, and you do, and they got a problem with that. I had one game where I was playing as Ghostface, and all 4 people wanted to camp around one side of the map trying to save each other. I'm like, yo, if you didn't want to die, you should have ran. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all run around me. I'm gonna slug all of y'all and hook y'all. And they got mad about it. I'm like, yo, you should have spread out. They literally, all 4 of them, all around the area. Hey, you know, I think a part of the reason why I was getting extra frustrated back then is because I was trying to play nice. I was trying to play fun. Try not to be a tunneler or a camper. But at this point, you know, I don't mean to do it intentionally, but you have to do that at this point. You have to do what you have to do. If somebody, you don't go out of your way to tunnel or camp, but if someone's there and you know someone is there and they're about to save their friend, and you know you're kind of behind, you might have to surveil the area and make sure that no one comes and get that person, or you get that person who gets that person. You know, I have learned some new techniques of playing that will spare me sometimes, but sometimes it's still rough and I can't really get a head start. But you know, it comes with the game. Some people are better than others. Sometimes I get outplayed, sometimes I outplay people, so it just goes that way. But I think the main reason that I wanted to make this follow-up video is because I know y'all are probably like, you're a hypocrite, because I have been making more Dead by Daylight content and I have been streaming it also. I don't know, I really like the game, and I have all the killers now thanks to one of my delightful viewers. I'm just trying to find how I really feel about this game, because it's so fun when it's fun, but when it's rough, it's rough, you know. And I really just feel like different. It's not, I don't think it's done like I did think before. I think they can make some things happen. I just think they're trying to figure out how to, because it's easier said than done. I know I was talking about, you know, slowing gen speeds and doing this, adding another objective. What other objective can you really add without it being tedious? You know, can't do the Friday the 13th thing and like be like, hey, you gotta go repair a generator in the car and put the battery in the car, blah blah blah. I mean, I think that would be too much, and that would take away from the game. Of course, I got a viewer that came at me for comparing the game to Friday the 13th. I had a valid point, but it's whatever. They sure showed me F for me. I'm dead. Anyway, yeah, I do think that I was probably talking more emotionally about that before because I was just so frustrated with the game. But I still think there's a few things that need to be changed. Some games I'm not fully generous. Some games I am. So I have been working at learning better methods of holding off gens. You know, I just unlocked corrupt intervention, and I've been using thrilling Shermans a lot, especially on Freddy, where you can teleport to the Jennies. So it's really nice, and the fact that they're buffing a few killers here and there is really useful. I feel like Bubba, I can't really play Bubba at high ranks anymore and without getting like chased around and them countering me really easily because of his power, his limited power. But I think this update is gonna improve it a lot. I found myself having to really play lame with Bubba high ranking, just because like I keep running into survival friends and it's really tough to counter them when you don't have someone like Freddy who can actually maneuver around the map all times, utilize extreme power. But when you just got a chainsaw, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta play a certain way, and sometimes you can play perfectly and still lose. I think I have had to accept that because before I was watching other YouTubers and I saw, oh shoot, they're not losing, they're beating survival friends, but some of those YouTubers don't put those losses from their streams or in their videos on YouTube. They just put the best footage up, and you know, you can't blame them for that because who wants to watch some lame footage? But I think I've played enough. I'm nearing on 300 hours in the game, and I'm learning more and more. I'm learning how to adapt to the environment of what I'm put in. So, you know, sometimes it's gonna be some BS, but sometimes you just gotta buckle down and do what you gotta do, and I think that's what I had to learn. So, but really, I still think they need some fixing to do. They need to do something about survival friends. I think that's the main problem. I saw somebody, they had an idea where if you enter survival friends lobbies, or the game recognizes that you're survivor friends, or you know, you're on each other's friend list, that they would maybe implement a little something that'll help the killer out, like slowing the gen speeds only for that game. I don't know how that would work though. I don't know if that would slow people down or not, but it's something to look at. Maybe. I don't think that anything should really be touched in solos, even though solos can be pretty rough. I think that they just need to look into it and see what they can do. But I think that's about it. You know, I just wanted to give y'all an update because I have been playing it a lot, and I miss uploading videos on it. I remember it was a lot of fun when I used to do it, and I miss it. So I'm gonna be uploading some more, especially for my streams. So if you want to be there live, you know, get your comment read or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you can pop by. As I said, I'm looking to start back doing the Dead by Daylight streams on Wednesdays and Fridays, and Mondays for spooky games now. I gotta finish up Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That is my updated feelings on Dead by Daylight. If you all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. I love the fact that y'all were commenting like crazy on that video before. It really made me think. There's a lot of people in there that some were angry, some were agreeing with me, and you know, everybody has their own opinion, and I would love to hear y'all's on this video. So share it with your friends, share it with anyone who watched the first video that you may have shared it with before. Leave a like please, because that support is very helpful for my channel, and I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I will catch y'all in the next one. As I said, be sure to pop by the stream sometimes, because I'll be doing like open lobby sometimes. So all right peeps, sayonara.